is it, you know, more egregious even than no way? No way.
Thing that we've seen, even though, you know, his last game wasn't necessarily the greatest. I think he's had a lot of great moments in his career in challengers. A lot of highlights, some lowlights as well as his ultimate. But I said that pretty mediocre setup for the Nidalee.
Skarner versus the world once again. DK opt into it, and we'll see if Lucid can take over the game. Let's hop onto the Rift for game number 3.
Like, even at MSI, I felt that way. It became a really big and important pick for that tournament as well. I'm just...
It definitely has been a big pick for aiming for many a season after Zeri did come out, through the OP times and the decent times as well. Showmaker just continuing to get very feisty here in the mid lane. But yeah, not a lot of point and click CC, but still a ton of amazing CC.
Should be in the favor of Honwa Life, realistically, given that they are the game with a much better track record.
Uh-oh. A little bit of a play here. He's under turret damage. Doran in a lot of trouble, but he's got Peanut nearby, and now the Impale comes in, and a chance to turn it as the flashes come out from both top laners to get away from that play.
Strong soul that I think you wouldn't feel bad about getting Peanut.
Peanut's in so much trouble. He's going to try to hop away from this one, but flash on in from Showmaker. He's got the hop here as well, and Peanut with no flash available. That will be first blood over to Showmaker, and a red buff to boot. Alongside of this Drake, nice setup here from Kellen as Peanut on no vision.
The problem is that this is still Skarner.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, he's going to try to grab him through the wall, straight into the hands of the Nidalee. Is it enough? Is Doran trying to get away through the terrain? And he will for now, but it is Nidalee. And he's going to miss the spear. Seemed like a pretty free one there, but Lucid, he wants this kill, and he will pick it up with the E, just slashing ahead of him to get that kill. He was getting a little bit close there. Was getting scared for him, but he does get the job done. It's just going to be a straight-up 5v5, but as you mentioned, Kellen is all by his lonesome, and he's got a Skarner coming over the wall. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, Peanut and Delight, are just kind of hanging out, trying to threaten the smite steal, but already Kellen goes down, as it will be this objective going the way of DK, but Kingen goes in and kind of just sacrifices himself for the eye, which he does pick up, but it's a second kill here to the side of Honma Life Esports, and all things considered, kind of a weird trade up on the top side of the map.
You take that 100% of your Honwa Life, right? You get 2 kills, you accelerate Peanut, you accelerate Zeka.
Nice kind of poke damage, yeah, does come in. At the end of the day as well, I mean, this might just come down to execution. This hasn't been the cleanest game, I should say, I've ever seen of League of Legends, so, you know, it might just come down to who's going to make fewer mistakes in this one with some of the picks we have seen. Nice little zap. Zeri can still do that. Even as a pro gamer, you're going to be hit by some of that stuff. So here we go. Doran being chased down by the Tristana. Rock's going to miss. He's still on the run, but the jump does come in. And now we've got Nidalee making her way over. Lucid and Showmaker putting 2 and 2 together, and they take down Doran, who said, I'm Skarner, I can do anything, but not this time.
It's actually the poke of Honwa that ends up being more impactful, at least for now.
Yeah. We saw one spear hit Doran, I think. He doesn't seem to care. There's a big push in the bottom lane, but what these teams aren't going for it. Kellen's going to hook the wall, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Down he goes, flash in from Doran. Not even necessary, looking for the Impale, but now they already got one. They're looking for a second. Kingen is Cassante, but he is also dead. And that is going to be 2 kills in favor of Honma Life Esports. I like this.
It's going to go so quickly. Well, Kingen is going to be here in about 15 seconds with the TP.
Yeah. They just have so much burst on this Baron. The damage is insane, but it's still 5v4 in this scenario, so they can turn if they want to, but the hook comes in, and maybe it's not a good idea. Delight is going to be isolated. As now Showmaker is going to start up the Baron for them. Now we got a TP coming in, and now it's 5v4 in favor of DK.
I don't know about Lucid tanking, though. Kellen as well, already taken low.
Yeah, this is getting pretty messy. Okay, they're going to hit the Baron again. They decide to go for a Chain of Corruption. He's going to miss.
He has his ult as well. This might just be a 50-50.
All right, here we go. We got a blast going as well. Not that he needs it, but it's going to be Kellen into the wall again. He goes down, and Peanut is going to be isolated by Aiming, who takes him down. No jungler right now. As the damage is coming in, and DK should be able to get this done. They take down the Baron at 22 minutes. The double LDR is just going to chew through that front line of Delight and Doran. Speaking of which, Doran TPing in onto this. The burst is going to be pretty big from the Kazakhs on this streak. Latu does get it. Yes, it will be the Kazakhs. The chain comes down onto Kingen, but HLE Esports not looking to try to fight this one head on. They're just going to back away for now, and DK will let them get away with it. We're clean with it. So let's see if DK can be clean with it, as the damage they have on this Baron is pretty insane. Peanut's still nearby. They need some vision, though, as he's going to get it. With this W, it's just going to be a flip. Oh, and there's too late, as it does go the way of the Italy, as Kellen, unfortunately, will be the food once again for HLE Esports. But it's a Baron now in the hands of DK. He's doing some damage to this one, but it does look like HLE Esports does want to go for the 5v5 team fight. They want Doran and Delight in the front line.
Look at the poke. DK.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can get to the dragon.
It's looking pretty rough for them. I mean, they really need to deny a Hextech Soul right now. They're ahead, and they have Baron buff, but it doesn't seem to matter. It's still the team fight in favor of HLE Esports. They take down Kellen again, as he will be the food once again for HLE Esports, and now against Hextech Soul.
To try and collapse into someone, because they can kill everyone in a very short amount of time. Wait, it's
so,
just... Oh, they're just going to keep going.
Is just out of position here. This is going to force a TP.
That's a big cooldown. That means
Yeah.
the Showmaker in the side lane can actually play for that topside turret. Not going to lead to anything. But Hextech Soul for both Lethality, Varus, and even for Kazakhs, man. Like being able...
What do you mean for the Skarner? Yeah, so HLE Esports are going to start this.
It's gone.
And yeah, this is what I was talking about. I wasn't even sure that DK would just get it, because the vision is very even. In fact, HLE Esports had position. The timing of them, you were just saying, you know, they stayed very long on the bottom side to try to catch a Skarner, but it didn't pay off. They were out of position, so HLE Esports just stroll into the Baron pit and take down the Baron, as this Elder is now live. And Doran, he's like, okay, we know they're in here. I mean, they've got to be in here, as he's looking for someone. He's so incredibly tanky, as Kingen gonna get in. The ult comes in, and yeah, that's that pick, but oh, the knockup.
No damage!
Onto Delight means the spear misses, and the 280 carries just weren't there the whole time. So they were trying to turn, but there was no damage. As now the chain comes down onto Kingen. He is Cassante, but he will have to flash away. And this Elder Drake, it is burning down. DK, you need to get into the pit. You need to do something. As the hook comes in, the damage of the Delight is actually huge, but same onto Kellen as Impale is going to miss from Doran, but still Kellen goes down. As this Elder is still alive. The poke is coming in.
It's a flip!
The 280 carry gets the way of Lucid. He's able to take down the Elder. And with the 280 carries making up, and now TP into the base.
Look at the base!
TP into the base. It might be happening. HLE Esports, they want to end this game right here, right now. Nobody come back, but there is Showmaker.
Showmaker's there!
Showmaker's there. He will stop it. But the Elder buff, ooh! Okay, Lucid will survive. All right, okay. No, great job, production. Love it. As now Kellen, look at this. He hits a hook. He gets the rel, and he dies. So the two supports will go down. But man, at least they're pulling the trigger. At least they're looking for these team fights. Kingen, Showmaker spot here. Peanut looking for the slow, and he's gonna get a huge one
Hextech Soul
onto both Kingen and onto aiming. But oh, that Impale was so close to aiming.
Showmaker.
Oh my!
I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can go for Nash. Showmakers are going to try and end the game. The
yeah.
TP comes in.
TP, and that should be enough. Spear not going to hit, as this game is really up in the tempo here. Aiming, okay. All right, that's a lot of damage. As a knock up here on Doran. He is isolated, and they do have the damage. He presses his ultimate. Aiming finally does it, and they take down that damn Scorpion King. As the poke is still coming out here from Viper, still looking to keep this Baron alive for his team. And he will. Peanut.
Oh, he's so dangerous at this point in time. That's Hextech as well.
Peanut!
Peanut is dead!
What? He knew they were there! He knew they were in the bush! He had his ult available! And it didn't matter. So now it's gonna come down to Viper. And they're gonna wait.
The Hextech Soul and the Drain. The arrow.
They wait for the
not
arrow.
happening.
Yeah, Calinseri's able to see it. They just wait for the damage, and that's it. I mean, the Baron goes down to DK.
Also, want to shout out Zephyr being bought by aiming. That's a very new item.
Yeah.
Des can talk about it. We have more pressing matters. Stay!
There we go again. Kellen, he finds his support opponent, but now he's alone over the wall. This is a very awkward spot, and Doran's like, yeah, no, you got to get away from me.
The light was also alone!
And, ooh, that's hurting. That is burning down. Zeka's in a bit of trouble. That was one spear. What?
The light!
The light, no! Oh boy.
Aiming's on the ward, aiming's on the ward.
This is getting out of hand.
Oh,
okay.
the Soul, Kellen, he's gonna look for the engage!
He's Viper! He fights Viper! And Viper will eventually go down, but Showmaker does as well, and oh, the Zeri in the backline! Gonna take down 2 and
They're gonna do it!
They're gonna do it! They're gonna win game 3! They take a huge team fight! Kellen finally finds the angle, and aiming finally sends it into that backline, and they get the job done.
And it was a topsy-turvy game. It was a topsy-turvy series as a whole, Valdez. DK gonna get the win here to start off the season.
Wow, very, very close stuff. And it wasn't the cleanest, but it was a lot of fun, man. This was a great series to start us off. GG, DK will take the first series of LCK Summer 2024. So, you know, we weren't 100% sure if he could do it. We saw some glimpses at the end of spring, but maybe summer is the summer of DK.